Woo! Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Vietnam, guys. This is our evening time update, guys. Hopefully you're having a great day out there. Hopefully everything's going good. And guys and gals, we got lots to talk about, guys. Our retail investors, is Doge and Bitcoin, our retail investors gone? Are they dead? Are they gone? Have they disappeared? Who's buying the crypto, guys? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about where have the retail investors gone? It seems that they have disappeared. They've run for the hills. It seems like they're waiting for confirmation that this market is going up, and it's only the institutions that are buying up the crypto. Is this true? Or is the OG just making stuff up? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, guys. But the big question is, where have the retail investors gone? Have they disappeared? Well, we're going to jump into it, guys and gals. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the OG in the house expressing his opinion. And this is not financial advice. This is only for educational purposes. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. And that is the warning that I got to give you guys. So it's a great time to be alive. So let's jump into the pre-markets, guys, and let's see how we're going. Let's see how things are going, guys. And before we do that, don't forget to go back and watch every single of my previous videos, guys. Get it while you can, guys. And show some love, guys. Absolutely show some love in the house by going right down there, smashing the likes like never before. Subscribe, YB in the house, guys. And don't forget to go down there and make a comment, guys. And one more thing. Please take this video link, copy it, and paste it on your socials. Get the message out there. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. So we're seeing right now that the pre-markets are looking pretty good, guys. The pre-markets are looking very good in the house right now. And hopefully this will have the positive impact on the crypto and help take crypto higher and higher and higher. I'm hoping it's going to happen. You're hoping it's going to happen. Let's get it, guys. So, guys and gals, when this is a Bitcoin clock, and when is the next Bitcoin halving, guys? According to this clock, we've got 813 days, 6 hours, 10 minutes, and 57 seconds, and a whole bunch of milliseconds going by faster than I can read it. So it looks like that our next halving is going to be 2024, March 27th. So that puts us about 2 years out from where we are right now, right, guys? So typically, when it comes to halvings out there, typically, you know, end of December 31st, it just passed. Typically, that's it, the end of the bull run, down. And then you're going to see, you know, things start to go down. And then 2023, you're going to have a consolidation, more downage. 24th, more downage, some peaks and valleys. And then when 2025 hits, then you're going to get boom, chakalaka, and that's when we should see that Bitcoin and all the cryptos will go nuts again in the house, guys. But I really think, as I said before, that what's happening, we're seeing these micro cycles within larger engulfing cycles. And what that means is, and I talked about it, go back in my previous video and watch what I mean when I talk about micro cycles engulfed by larger cycles, and we're seeing that we've gone through a different epochs. What I mean by epochs is in 2020, 2021, we saw this big DeFi explosion, DeFi mania everywhere. Everybody was talking about DeFi. That cooled off. Then DeFi transformed itself into meme mania with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and all the memes. We got Floki, we got Saitama, we got all these meme coins. And then after meme coins, then we had the NFTs. You know, the NFTs kind of epoch kind of ran parallel with the meme coins. And everybody's going nuts. Like Bored Apes and all these stuff. OpenCIO, their market cap went nuts. And so we saw the whole NFT craze, guys. And then that kind of rode the storm. And then the latest big, talking point is metaverse and gaming. So that's kind of where we are now. And then the new microcycle within this larger engulfing cycle right now is it's layer ones, guys. And I talked about that in previous videos, that we're seeing a lot of layer ones are starting to evolve. They're starting to happen. Things like Phantom, Polkadot, Avalanche, Solana, Luna, Cosmos, and then you're going to see oracles like Chainlink start to explode. So that's what we're seeing right now, and we're seeing that these huge these huge cycles, but inside these cycles are mini cycle or micro cycles, and you can see that different coin categories or crypto coin categories, they start to trend, and when they start to trend, you'll see like one project that will like pop off, and then that will take all the other stuff going. So you're seeing that layer 1 protocols right now are absolutely crushing it, and one of the things that were really the driving force behind the layer 1's protocols crushing it was the Ethereum gas fees, because when we had the Ethereum, they're supposed to like be burning gas fees. We thought, wow, that's going to have a huge impact on the fees, and we thought the fees were going to be going down, but in fact, the fees were still expensive. So this is crazy, guys. So let's take a look at the fear and greed index in the house, guys. So right now we're seeing the fear and greed is at 23. Remember, this is a contrary indicator. I still think that there's a huge upside to Bitcoin. I still think that Bitcoin's still going to hit 100,000. I still believe that on January 9th, between January 9th and January 18th, you're going to see a breakout, guys. And typically we're seeing this, that we have these, when we have these dips, they often last around about 72 days, guys. And we're getting to the end of that 72-day period on that dip. So we should see a breakout for Bitcoin coming pretty soon, guys. So if you look at the heat map right now, we're seeing that Bitcoin right now is just below 1%. And I believe that because the U.S. markets are looking pretty positive, we're going to see that a lot of the coins are going to start to turn positive, and it's right there. The pre-markets are looking very good in the house, guys. So I think this is going to be a catalyst that's going to send the Bitcoin and all the cryptos up. So I think we're going to turn green pretty soon, guys. We're going to jump in the total market cap. But where have the retail investors gone, guys? Go down there, smash the likes, subscribe, BYB, and comment, guys, and show some love. Dogecoin to the moon, guys. I still believe that we're going to get there. And if we look about a Bitcoin support and resistance level, in the previous cycle when we hit the top, we saw that Bitcoin right now, when we had the previous top, we saw 32 to 40,000 was a support level. We saw 46 to 49,000 is a support level. 55 is the next support level. That's now resistance right now. So we're seeing resistance for Bitcoin around about 52,000. And if you take a look at Bitcoin right now, where is Bitcoin right now? So Bitcoin right now on the weekly chart is at 46,832. And that correlates nice and dandy between 46,000 and 49. And that's where Bitcoin is being supported right now. So we need Bitcoin to break out, guys, because if Bitcoin breaks out past 49K, then it's going to go and it's going to try to break past the 52,000 level and the 55,000. And then we have some major resistance at 57 and 60. So that's what we're looking at. And we can see that based on the trading volumes, the token transfers and all of that over time, these seem to be the key support and resistance levels that we saw before when we had that all-time high before. So I still believe we're going to get to all-time high. Let's take a look at my little itty bitty baby Bitcoin on the 4 hour. So right now you can see that Bitcoin is being supported right here at $46,000. So that is exactly at the support level that I talked about just a second ago, if you were still watching. Keep watching, guys. Keep watching. Smash the likes. And I think we're just going to go range bound. I think that when the broader markets open, we're going to start to see crypto start to pump and get some positive territory. Now, if you look at Google Trends right now, we can see that Google search volume for Bitcoin just hit a year low. And if you're still interested in crypto, you might have to believe in the future of crypto market, historically remaining, folks, until retail interest bottom out. Eventually has won this game. So you can see that the Bitcoin Google search has really kind of bottomed out right now, and we're seeing that right here. Let me just close that up so you can see it, and you can see that it's gone all the way back to the levels that we were way back in January. So guys and gals, this is kind of indicative of retail investors are kind of not looking at Bitcoin anymore. They're kind of just sitting on the sidelines, and I think a lot of retail investors are in fact sitting on the sidelines and waiting for some kind of indication as to what's going to happen with Bitcoin, guys. So that's what I think is happening, that people are waiting on the sidelines for a confirmation, because you'll notice that retail investors, they tend to sell because they have paper hands. They're weak Nancy's, they wet the bed and run for the hills. And then what they do is that then they tend to sell at the bottoms and buy at the top. So they tend to always be losers out there. So because they don't have patience, they don't have diamond hands, and they don't understand that the wealth, the riches of crypto gets transferred from the impatient to the patient, guys. So basically, retailers are waiting for some confirmation that things are going to go up. And when that happens, they're all going to FOMO in. They're going to drive the price up to the top. And, just before the top, you're going to see, the smart money is going to be out. The institutions are going to be out. And then the retailers are going to be left holding the bag when this thing goes down, like the Titanic. Like the Titanic. So some other stuff that we're seeing right now is how many Bitcoins are left, guys. How many Bitcoins are left? So we've got about, right now, we've got about 2 million Bitcoins are left to be mined. We're producing about 900 Bitcoins per day, and we have about 90% of the total Bitcoins have been issued. And right now there's about 18 million Bitcoins in existence right now. 6.2% of that is left on exchanges. About 4%, 3 to 4% has been lost. People forgot their private keys. Hard drives ended up in the dumpster. We got one English guy. I think we got one English guy. He's been digging through the dump pile, the garbage pile in the UK for like a couple of years, trying to find his hard drive that's got like millions of dollars worth of biddies on there. So it is what it is, guys. So, once we hit this last halving, there's not going to be much left, guys. I think after the next halving, we're probably going to see, almost like 97, 98% of the Bitcoin's going to be issued. And that's it, guys. So this is the time that you want to be loading up because, the next halving is going to be the second one before the last ever halving. And that's it, guys. Bitcoin's done like a donut. There's going to be no more mining. And the other thing, when we talk about mining, miners are not selling. They're still hodling. And this is a very good indicator because once miners start to sell, this is usually an indicator that it's over and things are going to go down, guys. So I keep an eye on the miners, guys. And other stuff we can see right now, we can see that the Bitcoin treasuries, and we can see the totals by category right now. Right now we have the total amount of Bitcoin that's being held is we got 809,000, 810,000 being held by ETFs. We got 263,000 being held by countries, 244,000 biddies being held by public companies, and private companies about 174. So we're seeing about 1.5 million Bitcoin is being held in total by these categories, guys. So and that's about 7.15% of the whole 21 million is being held by these. So you're seeing that some of the top dogs in public companies is MicroStrategy, Tesla, Elon Musk. And then if we go down here, the list gets smaller and smaller. If we look at the countries right now, we can see that we have Bulgaria has one of the largest holdings of Bitcoin, followed by Ukraine, Finland, El Salvador, Georgia, etc., guys. So this is cool, guys. Cool beans in the house, guys. So this is just some kind of interesting information. Also, we're seeing that the illiquid supply keeps on going up and price usually follows. But who knows when? So the trend is bullish, guys. The trend is very bullish, even though people hate hearing this. When prices dip, uncertainty equals opportunity. So like I said, when we have the fear and greed, which is a contrary indicator, uncertainty equals opportunity. And I believe because we have the illiquid supply, and it's not only me, all the TA guys are talking about this, that this means that price will usually fall. When, we don't know. But that's why you need to have diamond hands and patient and wait for it. There's going to be dips. There's going to be peaks. There's going to be valleys. But at the end of the day, the strong and patient will be rewarded. And the impatient and the paper hands often lose money, cry like babies, and wonder and always say, oh yeah, I should have waited. I should have waited. And if you're one of these guys that are out there and I said, I should have waited, then follow your instincts, guys, and wait. This is not financial advice. I'm only trying to educate you guys. Just educational purposes only, guys. So we're also seeing that retail interest in Bitcoin is pretty much gone since spring. Big boys are running the show right now. So once again, we're seeing that more and more of the retail investors are disappearing, and we have only the big boys on the house. And William Clemente is kind of, he's correlating transaction fees with the fact that there's less transactions, and particularly you're seeing that transactions are typically done by retailers. So he's correlating that. He's also, in his next slide, he's correlating total transfer volume. That's also gone down. So he's saying that is an effect of retailers not being in the market anymore. And then also, he's also saying right here, total transfer by volume breakdown by size by entity, 7-day moving averages. And this has been adjusted. Once again, he's trying to correlate this to also indicate that retail investors are out of there. And they're not out of there. They're sitting on the sidelines and waiting to see what happens. And then they're going to FOMO in like never before, drive the price up. Big money is going to exit before it hits the top. And then the retail investors are going to wait, ride the rocket ship to the moon, and then what's going to happen is the rocket ship is going to have a malfunction, it's going to explode, and then it's going to dump, and then all the retail paper handlers are going to ride that rocket until it crashes, guys. And that's what typically happens. And when that happens and it crashes, then people like me and you, the smart ones who are watching my channel, you guys exit at the top, make a ton of money, and at the expense of the losers out there. So that's what that's all about. So some other positive news for Bitcoin out there. We talked about the supply shock. We talked about the halving. We talked about the miners are not selling; they're still holding. We got El Salvador, and we got the president Bukele out there, my ukulele playing Bukele. And he's saying that Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000 this year. I believe it, guys. I absolutely believe it. And he's saying, he talked about this in a previous article that I covered. He's got 2 big surprises coming out in 2022. He's saying that more countries are going to ape into it. And look at Turkey, guys. Turkey is their inflation is insane. Their currency is going down. So, countries that are having a debt crisis and the inflation up to the moon, they're looking at crypto and Bitcoin as being an alternative to that, guys. So, and there's been some talk about the Fed increasing rate rise and increasing the rates, guys. So typically when this happens, it's typically good for the markets. And we've seen 10 out of 13 times when this has happened, about 77% since 1950, it's usually positive for the stock market, and stock market usually has an increase of about 5.1% for the first 6 months, guys. So we are pushing the start of this new regime now. The Fed has already said that they're going to increase. They have a rate hike. The Fed is also going to be printing more money. Inflation is going to be going to the moon. The dollar ain't going to be worth nothing. So, guys and gals, I talked about this earlier, but you guys can see that if we look at the value of the dollar back in 1920, the buying power of the dollar was equivalent to $26 now, guys. So that is crazy in the membrane. And 2020, a dollar is only worth $1. 2010, it was worth $1.20. 1970, you could buy. It was worth $6.39 in terms of buying power, guys. So you can just see that the value of the dollar is going nowhere, and it's going to cost you $10 soon to buy a loaf of bread, guys. Guys, can you remember when I was a kid, you could buy like a can of Coca-Cola for 35, 40 cents, guys. That's way back when. And now what is a can of Coke, guys? You know it. Come on, a bottle of water is over $1 right now. Come on. Geez, you pick up a bottle of water for like 25 cents. Those days are gone, guys. The days that you could leave your doors unlocked, forget about it. So this is from Bobby Axelrod, and he said the last time we saw this level here, it was resistance, and now we're seeing that the Fibonacci 018 and the Fibonacci 018 back in May, this was resistance. Now it's become support, and he's saying that this is the point where we could see Bitcoin flip bullish and start to go to the moon, guys. And if that sounds good, and if that sounds cool, and you think that Bitcoin is going to flip bullish, guys, smash the likes, show some love, comment, and don't forget to give a super chat if you're in the live stream. I really appreciate the support, guys. So finally, some other breaking news from Bitcoin Archive right now. He's saying that Italian bank Banco Generali will be enable customers to buy and sell and hodl Bitcoin through their bank accounts in early 2022. So this is really cool that we're seeing more mainstream banks starting to adopt and allow their customers to buy and hold cryptocurrency directly from mainstream banks, high street banks. We're seeing Morgan Stanley, we're starting Citibank doing it, HSBC is considering it. So, there's a lot of banks in the UK that are not doing it, but we have banks like Revolut and stuff that are doing it. PayPal UK is also allowing customers to buy Bitcoin. Now, it's similar to Robinhood. You can buy it, but you don't actually own it, because if you want to transfer it, you can't. You have to sell it and incur the crazy PayPal fees in the house, guys. So I'm not dissing on the PayPal, but PayPal, their fees are like cuckoo, insane, guys, insane, like Ethereum fees. So right now we're seeing that things are looking better. We're seeing that right now Bitcoin for the whole month of January is actually up. It's actually up, guys. It's actually up. This has been negative since the beginning of January, and it's just started to flip greeny, weeny. So that's looking pretty good in the house, guys. Let's take a look at Shibi Weeby right now. So Shibi Weeby is not doing too good in the house, guys, and it's basically down right now. It's down 1.54%. It's at 33. And you're still seeing that the overall indicators are pretty bullish in the house. But I'm not feeling the love from the Shibi Weeby right now. You can see here that Shibi Weeby is fallen well below its 33.68 support level, and it's trading at 33.25. So, and it's just kind of going range bound up and down. And Shiba Inu is going to continue to go down unless we start to see Bitcoin start to move. But I do see a little bit of a bullish indicator here. We got this kind of upward triangle happening here. So this is actually acting as a little bit of support here. And we see this triangle here. This means it's a buy. This is indicating on this chart that it's a buy. So you may want to pick up some Shiba Inu right now, Shiba Inu in the house, because I see that we have this upward trend line, and that could take us back up to around about 36 in the house, guys. And that would be okay if that happens, guys. So if you take a look at Doji Woji, the social sentiment for Doge right now is looking positive. Actually, the social sentiment for it's picking up, guys. It's looking pretty positive compared to Bitcoin. So that is good news in the house right now. So let's take a look at the Doji Woji. So Doji Woji finally has broken out of my descending resistance. So that is now going to be flipped to support. So that's good. And we are seeing that Dogecoin is still going sideways at 17.18. So Dogecoin is holding its own, and I think Dogecoin is really waiting for Bitcoin to take off because of their correlation in the house, guys. So we can see that Dogecoin is at 17.080, and right now it is just slightly down. It'll probably turn positive, become very bullish if the broader markets start to pump, guys. So let's take a look at Meta's Dow in the house right now. So Meta's Dow is down 1.22%, but it's still up 52% for 7 days, and it's still up 300% for 90 days. So if you guys aped into this bad boy about 90 days ago when I was talking about it, and you're holding it now, you're making bankety bang. So yeah, I did talk about it. Go back about 3 months. I did talk about Meta's Dow, and I had a huge video on that. You're gonna love it. I love it. So if you look at the total value locked unchanged right now, we can see that Ethereum is about 160 billion, and we see that Terra Luna is still number 2. Binance is number 3. We're seeing that Solana is number 5, but Phantom in the house is getting up, and it's gone up almost 26% in terms of total value locked in the last 7 days, and it's up 13% in 1 day, guys. So you guys keep an eye on Phantom. Phantom is going to the moon. We're seeing Solana go down. That's why the price is being affected, guys. And guys, don't forget to keep an eye on Cosmos. Cosmos is going to have a huge mega pump soon, guys. We're also seeing that Ethereum right now is making a break for it right now, and looks like Ethereum could be smashing past the $4,000 level. So giddy on up, Ethereum. This is huge. I love it. And look at Phantom in the house, guys. Phantom is in price discovery mode, hitting all-time highs. And I think that Phantom is going to go to $3 today. Absolutely a fantastic story right there. We're seeing that Solana right now is just being supported just being supported by my $170 level right now. So this is going to be, I'm going to turn this green, but I got a feeling that we're going to see Solana drop down below that right now. So keep an eye on that. If Solana doesn't get past this descending resistance, then Solana will absolutely dip below here and we'll be trading between 170 and 140 in the house, guys. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting some buys in at 140, 150, and 160. I'm going to be putting some ladder buys in there around that area. And this is not financial advice, just what the OG is going to do. I'm going to pick up some more Solana because I still think that layer ones are absolutely going to go to the moon. Let me give this a Minty Refresh so we make sure you got all of the cool information out there. So yeah, it's a 232 trillion is the total market cap right now. We're seeing the volumes are 67.30 billion and the dominance is coming down. So this means that if Bitcoin goes up, we're going to see the altcoins go on an absolute tear right now. And we're seeing that the Bitcoin is going down. It's at 47,000, and we're seeing that Ethereum is flipping the BTC right now, and Ethereum is at 38.70, and that's up 1.19%. We're seeing that BNB is down 2.5%. It's 519. We're seeing Solana is also down 1.52% at 172. We're seeing that ADA is down 1.61. I'm a buyer at a buck, guys. And we're seeing that Solana, that Luna in-house, is just getting kicked in the can right now, and it's at 88.69, down 4.82%. DOT is down 1.13%. We're seeing the Avalanche is also down 4%, getting kicked in the can. And we're seeing that Doge is holding up pretty good right now. It's only down less than 0.5%. It's at 17.1. And we're seeing that Shibi Weeby is getting kicked too, and it's at 33. And Matic is at 1.19 in the house. CRO. So we're seeing a mixed bag. Algorand is okay. Link is making some moves. I told you, Link is going to have a big mega pump soon, guys. Good Oracle in the house. I talked about Cosmos in my previous video. It's also pumping away, guys. So things are looking okay. Look at Phantom in the house. Phantom is up 16%. Booyah. And it's moving up, guys. It's moving up the food chain. And we could see Phantom in the top 20 soon, guys. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to go back and follow me on Twitter. Get the tips. Get the tricks, get the latest news, guys. Follow. Don't miss it, guys. Go down there, smash the likes, commenty. And guys, subscribe if you haven't. And if you're watching this for the first time, thank you for watching to the end. You made it to the end, guys. You did it. You get the award, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. And one other thing, don't forget to go out and check my merch, guys. We got backpacks. We got the mug. We got all sorts of cool stuff. Go get it, guys. And don't forget to check out the Wi-Fi Wifey's channel. Let's just give this a refresh. I believe the wife has got two new videos that are out. She's got one live streaming right now, guys. So get on there and watch it, guys. And get over there and push this button. You know you want it. Show some support. Show some love in the house for the wife, guys. Go down there. Check out my links. Become a Patreon member. Buy the channel coffee. This is the OG in the house saying, God bless you, guys. I love it. You love it. Look at Bitcoin. We're counting down to the next halving, guys. And it's going to be huge in the membrane. So where are the retail investors? Come on back, because this is the time to be buying the dips, guys. So buy the dips. God bless you. See you in the next one. Woo!